Well, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to Kitchen Table TCG. My name is Louie. I hope you're having yourself a fantastic day. Today, we are going to share and show the Sorcery Contested Realm Alpha Foil Collection. This is a now complete Alpha Foil collection, and it's honestly a weird video to do. I feel a little weird doing it. I just wanted to share it with you guys. I feel like you were all such a big part of accomplishing this with the live streams and hanging out and cracking the packs and doing the singles store that I want to share it with you. But it also feels like the end of a series. It feels like a culmination and end of an era of something that we on the channel were aiming to do. So I don't really know how to get into it. I'm just going to share the cards with you and show you kind of how I'm organizing it and what I'm doing. This is the Sorcery Alpha binder. It does hold 420 cards, which is pretty rare for a 9-pocket binder. I do have some of these cards graded and some of these cards non-graded. So you've got to start off with the Amethyst Core and BGS 9.5 quad Amethyst Core. And I do have a goal of maybe getting rid of the slabs if I can find people to trade and value the slabs, and actually having a full binder full of the foils. The alternative would be grading everything, and I'm not sure I'm ready to do that yet, but we'll see. So Amethyst Core, I think having it all in one piece would be really cool, rather than some slabbed and some in the binder. Aquamarine Core 9.5, look at that. 9.5 plus a 10 on the edges. These cards graded really, really well for me. Yeah, and then you just got all the unique. So I'm organizing mine unique, elite, exceptional, ordinary. That's kind of what I'm doing. And then alphabetical. So, you kind of go through the line that way. Beautiful artwork, Blasted Oak, Cloud City, one of the more iconic cards from the set. You've got the Parmesan cheese up there. That was such a popular card on our streams and in our channel. We pulled so many foil Parmesan cheese, especially compared to the one Philosopher's Stone that we pulled in this set. One foil Philosopher's Stone. Crusade, then you got my Death Dealer here, came back as a 9. That one we pulled too. That was a lot of fun over those days. It's just so much fun reminiscing and thinking back. And I collected Pokemon as a kid. I never finished a set. And then when I graduated college, I finally went back through and I collected all 151 Pokemon. And I thought it was so cool. I thought it was such a big deal to collect that. And that had nothing compared to this. Collecting this set was so difficult. There are only 248 each individual unique card. So, there are only 248 of these Courtesan Thias, the Parmesan cheese. There's only 248 of the Dream Quest, which means there can only be 248 of these binders full of an alpha foil collection, which is pretty cool, and it makes it really difficult to pick these up and to get them. And that's one of the reasons for the value of this stuff. Eric's Curiosa, this was the most expensive card I had to purchase. I did not pull an Eric's Curiosa. Once we pulled the foil Philosopher's Stone, I kind of said, all right, it's time to just focus on filling out the collection and not worrying about opening boxes for the store or for myself anymore. A great old one. I really love that artwork. Grim Reaper, one of the coolest ones. Yeah, man, this is just such a cool. This was the first alpha foil I pulled, or alpha unique foil I pulled. This Orba Ball Birth. That's one of the boxes that was sent to me. The only box, I guess, that was sent to me. I don't even remember if it was a box or just a couple packs early on the Kickstarter release. I honestly don't remember. Maybe it was a box that we pulled that from. Mirror Realm, that was another one I had to pick up that we did not open on the channel. Just absolutely gorgeous. Occult Ritual into the 10 Onyx Core, the only BGS 10 graded that I know of. I haven't checked it today, but really, really cool. One subgrade away from a black label. These cards graded really, really well. I'm really impressed with Sorcery's team to be able to create such high quality cards. I think it's really cool, especially with all the different, if you didn't know, these are actually etched. They're like embossed foils. Check this out. Look. See, the text box is like embossed. Yeah, look at that. It's so freaking cool. And that's just a really tough thing to do. I just think it's awesome that the card quality was so high. And that's what this is, right? If you didn't know this too, like the backside of the card also has foil. And I don't know, some people are displaying them with the backsides. That's kind of cool. But I don't know. Listen, maybe we'll do a beta one. I'll do that in beta. That's a good idea. I think that's probably what I'll do. I'll do this in beta. Pathfinder, I do have one of those graded, but I also had a raw, so I just kept it and put it in there. Here we go. We get to the Philosopher's Stone. This one came back a 9. I don't know. The centering seems like a little extreme on that grade. We may try to resub this one, but we'll see. I might just crack it and put it in this thing as well. I don't know. That was the Philosopher's Stone. You guys remember me pulling that. That was a lot of fun. Plague of Frogs, Smokestacks of Knock. This set is just so cool. You've got the Ruby Core here. Ruby Cores are basically only coming back as 8s as a result of a smudge that is down here in the card. I'm not sure if you guys all knew about that. There's a smudge, as we talk about the print quality, there's an issue on all Ruby Cores for that. Absolutely gorgeous. You've got all the Frazetta artwork that is all exclusive to the alpha set. So having that in foil, again, it's just so hard to get. One of 248 cards. The rarity of this stuff is incredible. And if you are building a set, it is so difficult to track down all the cards and track down the collections and get them. It is such a task. So there we go. That's the uniques. And then I do have all the avatars. I have a couple of these graded as well. I think the only one I don't have in a grade right now is the Avatar of Earth. But I'm going to keep these in raw. I think I may grade a couple, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. I haven't made up my mind. It's ridiculous. I know. So yeah, those are the uniques. Again, it's really difficult to get all that stuff. They're just so, the rarity of it just makes it really difficult. That's where you got the value. And then we have some other things that are also interesting, right? Like you've got a couple of the elites that were really hard to pull, and people talk about them like the Devil's Egg here. People talk about this Devil's Egg as if it's more hard to get than the other elites. And I have no clue if that's true. I know for me, it was extremely hard to find this card. It didn't matter who you talked to. Nobody had them. And only a couple we knew of were on the open market. And so I had to trade very expensive value for those elites compared to, the other $100, $150 elites that I had to pick up. There was a couple of those. Backstab was another one that's an exceptional, that are just really difficult to get for one reason or another. I don't know if they got bought out early and people are just hoarding them, or if they are actually more difficult to pick up and find. But they were very hard for me to acquire, that is for sure. You got all the avatars again. Some of these I have graded. Some of these I don't have raw copies of. That's where we get to the Enchantress and the Elementalist. I do have those in 9.5, but I didn't have any raw copies. These are again things that I may try to acquire. I may try to get rid of some of the slabs. I do really like that you can use slabs in the game. You can actually play with these on the battlefield. BGS are a little big, so maybe it's not, but it's kind of like Commander and Magic, where if you have a card that's graded, that's your Commander, you can actually use it because it's not in the deck. It's kind of an advantage of Sorcery and the way things are. Absolutely beautiful artwork. Grandmaster Wizard, another card I just think is so iconic for this set, that these are going to be really, really cool moving forward. I'd love to get a couple more copies of those actually as a collectible thing. Even these are, there's what, 500, I think, like that, something like that, of the elites. It's pretty difficult to even get elites. The rarity of this stuff, just really hard to find and really hard to get. Mixed Ingus, I did not have a raw copy of that. I've just got it graded. But this collection is really, really important to me. It's been really cool to build it over this last 6 months. Since July, we've been really, I guess 7 months, 8 months, we've been really going at it. And it's just an accomplishment for me. And it's fun. It was a really fun thing to do together on the channel, as well as, on the, I've got the Sorcerer as an elite here. It may be a comment to do as a channel, as well as just individually buying, selling, trading, and accomplishing it. It was just really fun. Backstab, this is the one that is an exceptional, but for whatever reason, there's only been one of these sold on eBay. And I don't know if somebody bought up a bunch of them early on in private transactions, but it just seems like this card is impossible to find in foil in alpha. And so if you've got one of those, listen, pay attention to the market on it and make sure you do your homework before you go and you just sell it. Because that stuff's crazy. It doesn't seem like in beta it's short printed, but for whatever reason in alpha, it just seems like nobody really had them on the market. Yeah, absolutely gorgeous cards. Absolutely really cool. Giant Shark, Josh's favorite card in the set. I think the lighting's fine enough. What I might do is start an Instagram or start a little series on my Instagram at KitchenTableTCG where I pull one of these out each day and I just share a photo with you all. I might get that set up. I think that would be kind of cool, just to show the front and the back of the card and have it for posterity, and just enjoy the collection, and be able to continue to look at the cards and enjoy them. All these dual sites are really cool too. Those are exceptionals. I actually really like that they did those as exceptionals and not as higher rarity. It just makes it more accessible for the players. You get the Pudge Butcher. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. This has been such a fun thing. Sling Pixies, one of my favorite arts. I would love to have that original artwork. This has just been such a fun thing to do and to collect. And you guys have meant so much on the channel in terms of being here with me while I opened all the packs. And I don't think I would have done this if it had not been for the channel. I know, like, without the singles store, I wouldn't have been able to afford to do this. I mean, the value of this is kind of ridiculous. There's been offers in, I don't want to get into the value of it that much, honestly. But the difficulty and the time it took, I don't think I would do that if it hadn't been for you all hanging out with me on the channel. So I just wanted to share it with you, and enjoy it with you. Grapple Shot, man, I love that card. Such a good card. Grapple Shot, Heat Ray, some of these iconic cards, I think if you can't afford to do a complete box or a complete set like this, picking up some of the ordinaries that are like 30-40 bucks in the foils for alpha, like an alpha lightning bolt, I just think as the game grows, those are going to be really good. You guys know I really like the regular sights too, the ordinary sights in alpha. I just think those iconic cards have a lot of potential moving forward as we grow. So Snow, I think this is where I had this other sorcerer, but I forgot that I had put it in with the elites. So I think that's what's missing from there. Yeah, these are cool. These were actually not on the ordinary print sheet, I don't think. I believe they are elite print sheets. I don't know if there's any way for me to prove that other than that just in the amount we pulled or didn't pull. But really, really cool stuff. Violent, again, you got Frazetta artwork that is kind of going crazy. And that's it. That is the complete alpha set. I've got the promos and the other stuff like that. But for me, it was like more or less wanting to binder up the stuff that we got from pulling packs and hanging out. So let me know what you think. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. It's been awesome. It's been so much fun, and I am so happy to be done collecting it. It has stressed me out trying to accomplish this, and it's really cool to be done with it and to have it finished. And that's how I chose to store it. Again, you may see me trying to trade out some of these slabs and get some additional value out of the higher grades. We'll see what happens. The market really, it's weird. Individuals in the market have been valuing these pretty well. I've had some people make offers and stuff like that. But on like eBay, TCG, on eBay, I guess is the only place, we haven't seen like the multipliers kick in yet on slabs. I'm wondering if that's just because the volume of sales has been so low. But I hope you guys have yourself a great day. Remember to be kind to the people around you. Remember to enjoy the things that you collect. And it's not just about the financial value. It's also about the chase sometimes. It's also about the ability to collect and the ability to have fun with it. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I hope you have yourself a fantastic day. Be kind to the people around you. We'll see you again next video.